You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and we are here with Rolex Rankings number 9, Inbee Park. Inbee is competing in her 14th KPMG Women's PGA Championship, with, of course, 3 straight wins in 2013, 2014, and 2015. She's making her 10th start of the 2020 season with a win back in February at the ISPS Handa Women's Australian Open and 4 other top 10 finishes. Inbee, that streak of victories in 13, 14, and 15 is just incredible. Do you ever think back on that moment in amazement of, wow, I really accomplished something?
Well, I guess, especially when I come back to play KPMG Women's PGA, it really reminds me of those, years that I had the success in this tournament. And obviously, it has been definitely the highlight of my career, and it was a very special moment. Since the PGA took over this tournament, we have been playing the great golf courses, and I have been really, really enjoying every single venue of them. So I'm really happy to be here in our Aronimink, and it is a great golf course to play. So I'm really excited to play this week.
Tell us your thoughts on Aronimink. I know you've been out for a practice round already, heading out again this afternoon. This is a course with so much history on the men's side, and now we get to build the history on the women's side. What are your thoughts on this golf course, and any thoughts on what scoring might look like the next couple days?
Well, I play this golf course now, twice on the front nine and once on the back nine. So it is tough golf course, but it is just really long. So I'm sure everybody been really saying that, because I think this tournament was expected to play in summer, and which the greens and the fairways would have been a little more harder. But being in the fall, it's colder, ball's not going anywhere. Fairways are really soft, greens are soft. So it's just ball's not going anywhere. I'm hitting a lot of 5 woods and 3 woods into this greens, and greens are big, fairways are big. So, I mean, I hate to say it, but it is really a big advantage for the long hitters. So, I mean, I never really used pitching wedge to maybe 8 iron, 7 iron. Everything is above 6 iron and plus. So it is just really the long game on this golf course. I mean, greens are really tough, but screens are huge, so it's not a problem getting on the green, but it's just you gotta be able to make some great 2 putts from the lengthy distances, and obviously being in the cold weather, playing in the morning 3 times for the week is gonna be a little bit of challenging because the morning temperature is just a lot colder, so ball's not going anywhere. So I think it's just fighting with the long clubs, especially for me, it's a 3 wood and 5 woods, and try to make some long putts, I guess. The scoring, I don't think it's going to be very low unless they move a lot of tees up on the tournament days, which I might think they might do. So I think maybe every day 2 under par is a really good score.
We'll open it up for any questions. If anyone on Zoom has anything, feel free to raise your hand. Do you have anything to start us off, Beth Ann, or are you just saying hello for a little while?
Well, no, I'm curious how many 3 woods we're talking about hitting into par 4s, or what are we talking about?
Par 4s.
Yeah.
I mean, I asked my caddy, because there's only par 5s on this, 2 par 5s on this golf course. So I asked Brad, like, is this par 5? Because it looks like maybe we're not going to get there in 2. Especially number 1 and 10, when it's into the wind, I can't get there. So it's just really tough way to start the day. But yeah, it's just, I got probably a little bit shorter over the years, but it is definitely one of the longest golf course that I've ever played.
Yeah, I was going to say, what would you say has been the longest track you've played in your career at a major?
I think this is definitely the longest. I mean, it feels like it. I mean, the number might not say it, but because of the temperature, because of the morning times that we're going to play, and obviously the wind, it's windy. So it's just going to play a lot more than what it says on the scorecard.
We'll come right over here to Jeff.
Inbee, if my math was correct, you have as many major victories as the rest of the top 10 combined. When you come to an event like this at such a big stage, what's the value of experience?
Well, it is always so much excitement for me to play in the major championship, especially on the golf courses like this and on the venues like this. It is just is a really, really good way to test your game, kind of see where your game is at, if you're still really able to win. I think it's kind of good way to test your game, and obviously it's test every part of your game on the major championships. So it's just one of those good moments of your career. So it's good to be here.
And beyond the length, the challenge of the length here, what do you see as the biggest challenge of this golf course?
I really think it's the length
It is the
because,
length, yeah.
I mean, the fairways are wide, so
Yeah.
it's not a problem hitting the fairways or greens. Greens are big, but it's just a matter of getting there, I guess, for me. But yeah, big greens and, big fairways. So you're probably going to get a lot of, balls in the fairway, a lot of the greens. But greens are big, so you're going to have a lot of long putts,
Yeah.
and the greens are slopey. So it's just you're going to have some lengthy putts that's going to be a great two putts.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the concentration. Trying to make a lot of pars. I think pars going to be really good
Pars are
score
good,
around
yeah.
this golf course because there's only two par fives that we can, kind of have like a short iron on our hand. So.
Down here to Joe.
Hi, Inbee.
Hi.
In this championship, you guys have had a chance to play a lot of great golf courses. How does Arana make rate with those courses?
Well, golf course is in really, really good shape, and this is definitely one of the best golf courses that I've played. And I mean, I've heard a lot about this golf course, so I was really excited to come here and play. Yeah, the golf course is in really pristine conditions, and it is definitely the best course to have a major championship. So, yeah, really happy to get to experience this golf course.
Yeah. I was wondering too. Are you a person who researches places you've never been before you actually get there?
No, not really. I try to explore when I come. So.
Okay. Thank you.
Beth Ann?
Inbee, quite a few of your compatriots haven't played over here at all since the restart. What went into your decision to come to America to play again?
Well, I think just, I really trusted, LPGA Tour and everybody who's running the tour over here. I thought they will definitely run, this association really safe and, traveling really safe. So I think it was just, for the most matter for me was just because we're at the tournament side, we're not meeting a lot of people or just in this bubble, but it was just a matter of going to airports and moving to places, and I thought if I'd be careful and just not to go out to anywhere and just stay in the room a lot, and I thought it would be possible to do. So they really made my decision, and plus I really wanted to compete and really wanted to come out and play again. So just the missed competition and being out here.
Over here to Jeff again.
Inbee, you got off to a nice start this year before the break. Do you feel you've recaptured your form and momentum and everything?
Yeah, I feel like I've played really good early in the year, and when I came back, I feel like I played quite consistently, and yeah, I feel like probably similar to what I have done in February and now. Just some golf courses really suit me, and some golf courses now don't. So I think it really, definitely type of the golf courses comes into play more than I have been in maybe 2013 to 2016, 17 because of my distance a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just trying to adapt to new things.
Even though it's late in the year, do you feel like now you kind of are in a rhythm, and when you have this big event, you have the U.S. Open around the corner, it's a good time to kind of build something?
I mean, it is really awkward to play in fall and winter in the States because it's usually the summertime that we play the big events here in U.S. And it is definitely a different atmosphere and obviously the different weather and, a lot of things to kind of adapt. But this is time of the year that I really enjoy. So, plus golf I think it's a good match. So.
You mentioned you like this time of year, and as you said, we were supposed to be here in June. What does that say to you, to KPMG and the PGA of America for fighting to keep us on the schedule and giving us this opportunity to play?
Yeah, I mean, I've thought a lot of the tournaments this year was going to be canceled, and plus, this KPMG Women's PGA Championship was definitely one of the tournament that it might get canceled. I'm really happy and really thankful to the KPMG and the Women's PGA for the opportunity that they have given us because we really didn't want to miss this tournament, and really happy to be here. And one more thanks to them for having this kind of opportunity.
When we chatted back in January and February at Diamond Resorts, and then when you won in Australia, you said one of your big goals was the Olympics. The Olympics now pushed back a year. Is that still on your radar?
Well, I gotta say it's definitely a little bit less than what I have in my mind that earlier in the year because, we just, nothing is really, certain at the moment, and we just don't know what's going to happen next year. We don't know what's going to happen next week. So I think it's just probably a lot less pressure now than before. But yeah, if it goes and happens, I guess it definitely could be a good goal for me.
Great. Do we have any other questions down here, Beth Ann, Joe?
No.
Yeah, can I ask one more?
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Beth Ann.
Inbee, when you come to a track that you said is advantage, obviously, to the longer hitters,
Mm-hmm.
how do you mentally kind of recalibrate since that doesn't exactly fit your profile?
Well, I think, the course like this, I kind of, wish that the fairways were a little bit narrower and the rough was a lot more thicker. So, but yeah, I go to major golf courses and thinking, oh, please don't rain and have firm fairways and firm greens. But yeah, I mean, sometimes that doesn't happen. It's just, it's definitely a little bit of a disappointment. I can't really deny that. But you kind of get used to it. I mean, every golf courses, the longer hitters definitely have an advantage. Doesn't matter whether it's this one or that one. It's just every single one of them. But it's just getting used to it. I mean, I was never really a short hitter, so I didn't really feel this kind of feeling before. Maybe a couple of years and 3 years. But yeah, it's just different things that I have to get used to. I mean, it's never a good feeling, but yeah, I guess you gotta get used to it.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Inbee. Good luck this week.
Thank you.